as JSN will get $120 million guaranteed. Jamar Chase of the Bengals had the previous high for the highest average annual salary at $40.25 million. JSN's is now $42.15 million. The Chiefs and tight end Travis Kelce agreed to a new 3-year deal worth more than $54.7 million. Tommy DeVito is now the backup in New England to Drake May after the Patriots released veteran quarterback Josh Dobbs. Randy Bennett is leaving St. Mary's after 25 seasons to be the new men's basketball coach at Arizona State. Creighton men's basketball coach Greg McDermott is retiring after 16 seasons. Assistant Alan Huss will take over. Women's tournament, Virginia upsets number 2 seed Iowa in Regional 4, 83-75. I'm Dan Beyer.
Yo, we are back.
It's great to see.
In a big way. Let's go.
Everybody. It's great to see Stu Gatz. It's great to see Iowa Sam. And by the way, I love when Stu Gatz is here in L.A. because Sam brings pastries. Thank you, Sam.
Look at that.
It is good to be back. Hope you guys missed us, but you were in good hands with Dan Beyer, the consummate professional, and Muncie Bolaños. The whole team is here today, though. We got Danny G, we got Iowa Sam, we got Dan Beyer. We are Covino and Rich back from vacation on Fox Sports Radio.
Let's go.
Hope you had a great weekend. We're broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. We have lots to get to today, prizes to give away. But yeah, it's good to be back in Los Angeles, and we be rocking out. Let's go.
Hey, can I ask you, are you into video games? Celebrities, or maybe just a good time?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about, like, Kid Icarus or Double Dribble or Blades of Steel.
007.
373.
373 5963, the Mike Tyson code.
Yeah, I'm an old school gaming guy. Although my voice is featured on several Grand Theft Autos. Yeah, buddy.
What was the tie-in on Paradise? Remember the dude from the TV show Paradise? Yeah, he's named after like a video game character. Link.
That's right, Zelda. The Legend of Zelda. But if you're into video games, celebrities are just a good time. The Global Gaming League is a video game league with celebrity-owned teams from T-Pain to Neo, competing in everything from Call of Duty to Tetris. Sign up and join the league now at globalgamingleague.com. And remember, you could watch us live. We're streaming live as we speak at Covino and Rich FSR. I'm pulling up the live feedback at Covino and Rich FSR, and let the wild rumpus start.
Well, I'm fresh back from the Dominican Republic, and I did not adopt any young baseball players. That was not my journey.
Where's your tan, bro? We spent a week in the DR. Come back pasty white, bro.
I gotta glow. What are you talking about?
He's the lead singer of Milky Chance.
I gotta glow.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, bro. You're no Bruce Leroy, dude.
And I'm not just saying this.
Did you see Big Papi out there?
There was a bartender. I'm not even joking. It looked like Juan Soto with a wig. It was a woman that had Juan Soto's face. Because, Juan Soto's a very distinct-looking dude. It looked like Juan Soto with a wig. And
maybe it was. Maybe that's his part-time job. I could be he.
I was on a hidden camera show, maybe?
Maybe. Who knows?
But, no, fresh back from the DR. Beautiful country. Beautiful place.
Maybe you were part of the DR version of, what's the show where the owner works at the store?
Oh,
come on. You know this show. Where the owner, he just starts working at the store, undercover boss.
Undercover boss, there you go.
Maybe it was a Dominican version, and it was Juan Soto. Hey, how can I help you?
You look an awful lot like Juan Soto with the wig,
Are
ma'am.
you Juan Soto? No. What do you want? You want some mango?
Did you check her bat for cork?
Oh.
I'm not Juan Soto. What can I get you to drink?
I'll have a Mai Tai, please. You sure you're not Juan Soto?
Are you sure you're not Juan Soto? No, Juan Soto. Who's that?
So let me tell you, while we were gone, stuff happened. And, Dan Beyer and Muncie.
The biggest story was not the Bachelorette being canceled. I know you're real upset about that. It wasn't.
Oh, is she going to be part of the UFC that's at the White House?
I don't know.
She should be.
It wasn't.
Get that girl in the ring.
Iowa upsetting number 1 Florida first weekend of March Madness. It was Alex Caruso. hitting that dude on the Magic with his shoe. That was my favorite highlight over our break.
That was it?
Oh, it was great. When you talk about things we've never seen before, that's the beauty of sports.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
And that made us smile after Team USA lost.
Yes. That was the only thing that made me laugh and made me smile after that miserable disappointment of Team USA blowing it. Congrats to Venezuela.
We don't need to go back and relive some lame sports that happened while we were gone, but I will say this. That Bryce Harper home run, add that to the list. You know how every so often Danny G will talk about really awesome moments that were lost because the team
meant nothing.
Like it meant nothing. Like if Team USA goes on to win that game, that's like Bryce Harper lore. That's like remember
Aaron Judge's home run last year in the playoffs.
Like just imagine if Team USA wins, that's a moment that we always remember. But you know what? We're never going to remember that Bryce Harper hit a bomb in the bottom of the 8th to tie it up because they blew it in the top of the 9th. So
I think we might, though, because
I don't know.
I don't
think so.
WBC took the world by storm. Ratings proved it. Over 10 million tuned in just here in the U.S., let alone worldwide. So we weren't here to talk about that, but congrats to Venezuela. But when Alex Caruso took lost his shoe and slapped, was it Tristan da Silva of the Magic? With his shoe and made the block? You're like, man, just when you thought you saw it all, no, you go and see that, and it changes your life.
There was some going back and forth between the Magic and Lakers because I also saw, did you see
OKC?
I'm sorry, there was Magic is feuding with OKC and the Lakers. Did you see that Luka got all mad and he said that Goga on the Magic said in Serbian, I'll F your whole family?
That's some fighting words right there.
And no ref's going to hear that and be like, well, I know. Did I brush up on my Serbian? So when you really think about it, there could be really like next level trash talking if you're a European player that knows someone's native language.
I actually like what that Magic player did because it's been helping the Lakers. Luka was getting into it with the refs too much. And as Colin pointed out this morning, he loves the Luka that gets into it with players and fans in the stands.
Oh, the Luka that gets fired up. You know this, sir? Now, you remember this from your Little League days all the way to watching professional sports. Some players, if you poke them, you take them off their game. And then there's other players where it's like, don't poke them. Because it
lights the fire.
It
like
lights the
Michael
fire.
Jordan. Yeah.
It's you don't. Oh, remember that story that the one guy that's like halfway through the fourth quarter, he told Michael Jordan, like, hey, I guess we got you tonight, Mike.
Yeah,
and
hold up.
Took that personally. There's always those stories. I feel like
Luka's one of those. Yeah.
Luka's one of those, like, you want to see him mad. There's other people, though.
Don't make me angry.
Yo, you ever play with a kid growing up?
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You ever play with a kid in Little League, Danny, or Pop Warner football or basketball where you know who I'm talking about? Like, every kid, everyone knows, they have a picture of that kid in their head that if you rattled him a little bit, he fell apart. There's grown men I play softball with that I'm like, yo, get in Johnny's head. He melts down. He's a grown man.
You call Johnny a belly itcher? He's throwing balls the whole time.
No, there are
can't find the strike zone.
In rec sports, there's guys that get rattled. So when you see it on a professional level, and you're right, Danny, an angry Luka could be a good thing for the Lakers.
Yeah, maybe. So lots happened while we were gone.
Yeah.
It's old news to you, but I did want to point out that Alex Caruso highlight. That was one of the funniest things I've seen in a minute.
Bordering on old news, but not quite yet because it's still making the rounds today. I do want to maybe pull a Fonzie when he said, I was wrong.
Oh, I thought you were going to do that sweet Russian dance that he does.
You want me to do that instead?
Yeah, the one in the Weezer video. You know the dance I'm talking about.
Of course. Kids do that in the middle of like a dancing circle for like baseball games and Little League games.
Hey, let me tell you something, Cunningham.
I was wrong. Do you remember when that is a guy's named Doucette?
Yeah, the pro flag football quarterback.
I always want to call him Juicy Smollett by mistake.
Why?
I don't know. Just Dulcet, right?
Totally different guy.
I know. We laughed when this kid said, "Oh no, we're flag football players. We."
No, you laughed, not all of us.
I was going to say you laughed, and people on social media were taking cheap shots. We as a show did speculate, well, there's a different skill set. You don't know. We didn't know. We speculated. You definitely hated on the guy and said, get out of my face. And that's right. We're talking flag football right now. 877-99 on Fox. Let's get involved because this story is still buzzing. Team USA, consisting of not professional, but the actual Team USA flag football
there's nothing
players.
professional.
They dominated.
amateur
Yeah, but they're the ones, right? They're the ones. They dominated their competition over the weekend, 106-44 in total points, 106-44 in the Fanatics Flag Football Classic. And we laughed when they said
when Darrell Doucette,
they wanted to play over the pros.
Remember, because we speculated when it comes to the Olympics, who do you want to see out there? Do you want to see 50-year-old Tom Brady? And we joked like, well, yeah, I mean, that's who you would want, and who better than? And we even said, well, maybe not we. Maybe you guys are all geniuses. But I remember saying,
no. In fairness, we speculated like there is a different skill set. Who's to say that maybe he is better? He's younger, he's quicker, he knows the game.
But I do remember saying, like, you're telling me if you got like Tyreek Hill, Saquon Barkley, Tom Brady even throwing passes, like the best of the best are going to kill anyone.
It's fair speculation even still. Because even Tom Brady said humbly that they're just really well coached. They had all their plays. They had one running play as opposed to this well-oiled machine that had tons and just purely dominated. So everybody was wrong. Anyone that doubted the U.S. flag football team was wrong because they beat everybody convincingly. And even Tom Brady had to tip his hat.
And throw a ball at Logan Paul, which I thought was cool.
That was fun, yeah.
It was fun. I thought it was worth watching the highlights on social media. That went down, but I figure we did have to bring that up simply because that Fanatics Flag Football Classic, to me, I was so baffled as to the differential of skill set. Like that one wide receiver that just he knew the moves. He knew to dip, to keep the flag away, like little tiny moves that NFL players don't know. Like you said, they had a scheme of what, one running play?
Yeah. So again, they're a well-oiled, polished flag football team. They should be the guys representing, maybe with a mixture of professionals or former professionals that could add something to the team. But honestly, they proved otherwise, and props to them. I think we, meaning we as a collective show, and we who chimes in on social media, owe them an apology because we were wrong. Everybody was wrong, even though I did give them the fair, looking back, dude,
when that guy
benefit of the doubt that they could compete with guys like Tom Brady, and they could.
When he said he could out-flag football like the Mahomes of the world, I laughed out loud.
That's where we all criticized him because he talked a big game, but he backed it up. That's the thing. If you could back it up, you could talk all the. Is it really smack talk if you're backing it up? No, it's just the truth. Dude,
he backed it up so much. He backed it up, Terry.
Yeah, but it's just
back it up, Terry. Back it. He backed it up that much.
Are you talking smack? Or you talking the truth? No, I'm just talking the truth. I'll prove it right now.
Here's the question.
It's not smack if you could back it up.
I'll give you a radio podcast analogy. What bothers you more than anything in the world of
you? Oh no, sorry.
Dude, we're fresh off vacation. I thought you'd be happy to see me.
I am happy to see you.
I know that what bothers Covino more than anything in the broadcasting world, when a guy like him puts in decades of hard work broadcasting, and they're like, hey, cast off on some reality show. You want to do a podcast? Hey, former athlete, you want to do a podcast? And I know it bothers the hell out of Covino because what is his career's work?
Well, that's the truth.
They think someone else could do quickly, and you realize very often that some can, but for the most part, there's a reason why there's a ton of podcast equipment easily available on Marketplace or Amazon or anything because people think they can do a podcast or a show, and they can't.
It's a different skill set, yeah. So, when you do it day in, day out, it's a whole other level of competition. And that's why guys like Tom Brady, regardless of how great they are, it's a different skill set.
With that analogy,
it was exposed.
With that analogy, though, when the Olympics do come around, would it be insulting if they're like, yeah, we're going to inject some NFL players into the mix for this flag football? Meanwhile, this Team USA is like, yo, we're the best. But for ratings and for buzz, would it be the equivalent of giving someone with a name a podcast if they just gave it to the NFL guys, or
Yeah,
what?
I think so. Yeah, you
Is
don't
that a-
need
is that
them
a
at
bad
this
look,
point.
though? I mean-
and I think what guys like Tom Brady and professionals and former professionals should do is endorse these guys and back them up and build them up so we could feel more invested in what they're bringing, because these guys are good, dude.
Well, how
They
about this,
proved
Cove?
it.
How about this?
You know, what a feather in your cap to say you beat guys like Tom Brady and all these former pros. You know, the only one who
and
really
current, by the way,
and
we're-
current
yeah, I
pros,
mean-
and guys like OBJ who had some good moments. They're trying to use this to catapult themselves back into the NFL, which is kind of cool to see. So it also exposes the explosion of flag football. Like, we've obviously speculated and have talked about it. We've seen our kids and nephews playing it, and we see it growing. Like, growing up, flag football is something we did in gym class. It's the only time I ever played flag football
Once a year.
in my life. Now you're seeing
Once a year they
Joe Burrow with his pants around his ankles because it's being competed on at a high level.
I don't know how it was out here in California, Danny. On the East Coast, maybe once a year they dug a little deeper in that gym closet beyond the pennies and the hockey sticks.
Yeah.
And there was like an old box from the 70s of like crusty, cracked flags. And you'd play flag football for maybe like a week in high school and like middle school
And it
gym
was
class.
real fun. But I remember even at that elementary level, the difficulty of getting the flag, because you're running full speed and you're bouncing up and down
Dude,
trying
flag
to stay.
pulling's
They're
not easy.
moving. Yeah, it's not easy. It's a whole different skill. So really cool to see at a high level over the weekend. And USA, again, dominated the whole scene. So we owe them an apology.
Is there like a, well, if you're good at this, you'll be good at this? Meaning, I see these kids playing flag football. My kids are young. On the other field, I'll take a look, and I'll see these teenagers flinging sidearm passes, making diving catches, and I'm like, does that translate? Are these kids all good high school football players? Or are they like, no, I'm a flag football kid? I wonder if there's a translation, because if that's the case, you don't think some of these guys on Team USA have tried or want their little shot in the NFL? Because the money alone would be a reason to do it.
Dude, it's like that time everyone laughed at me when I said I'd school Tiger Woods in some mini golf, and everyone laughed. But I have a particular skill. I know how to work the windmill. I know how to work the clown's nose. Just because he's Tiger Woods doesn't mean he could beat me. Yeah, it's a whole different skill set. I know how to ricochet it just right.
Can I tell you, you're right in that I've seen retired baseball players and current baseball players play in a charity softball game, and you would think that, oh, they're just going to hit the ball 450 feet. How many of those guys just pop up because they're used to seeing 95, 100 miles an hour thrown at them? They're not used to a bloopy high arc pitch. It's a different game, and I think high arc softball, unlimited, is very similar to saying, oh, flag football and the NFL, the same thing. It's not. It's a different game.
It's not. But I do love all the smack talk and hype that led up to it with Logan Paul and Tom Brady. And the update is he's working out some negotiations with the WWE, which is kind of fun, which is what we sort of predicted. But I think we're really seeing how far flag football has come. I think we're going to see even more of an explosion of flag football because it prevents kids from getting hurt. And that was the big concern with CTE and everything else. You know, there's so many parents, Rich, I'm sure you're one of them right now, who are concerned of their kids' safety. Like, this is such a great alternative as they grow.
I have a son. I don't know if I'd say.
I thought CTE is not real.
Well, we're going to get to that.
We're going to get to.
We're going to get to Camp Scataboo.
I think, I have a son. I'm not opposed to him playing football one day, but if the path was, hey, play flag football until you're in high school, I can't foresee myself putting my 8-9-year-old kid in full pads and helmet to helmet hits.
That's great practice.
To me,
you're learning how to play the game, a different game, but you're still learning a particular skill set that could be useful maybe for tackle football when he's willing and wanting to play. But we're really seeing how far it's come, and we hope you guys enjoyed the Fanatics Flag Football Classic over the weekend with a mix of amateurs who really were dominant, and professionals and Tom Brady and everything else. So your thoughts on that? Because honestly, most of you, I'm not taking accountability here, most of you were wrong about it. I didn't know what to expect, but it was very, very cool to see.
Can I ask you a question that it's sort of related but not? Is there someone living a better life right now than Tom Brady? Usually people go through a divorce, and if you said, all right, tell the average person, hey, bud, you're going to go through a divorce. And within a year or so, your ex-wife's going to be remarried and have a kid with the new guy. Most guys would be like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah, I mean, it happened to me. You're looking at a guy it happened to.
Now, with that said,
Yeah.
Tom Brady has been rumored to have hooked up with, allegedly, Sofia Vergara.
That happened to me.
Sydney Sweeney, Alex Earl, Scooter Braun's ex, who's like a smoke show.
Yeah.
And he's signed a $300-something million broadcasting contract. He's playing flag football with his buddies, probably making a ton of money with Fanatics.
Are you saying Tom Brady is the man?
Am I saying Tom Brady's the man? If I was saying was listening to me instead of having a side conversation, he would already be doing that. I hope.
Sorry, it's Shay's fault. Shay was distracting me. Look at this guy.
Are you saying Tom Brady is the man?
I know it's Shay. I know it's Shay Gorgeous distracting you.
Shay Gorgeous Alexander's in the studio disrupting Iowa Sam from pressing the buttons. But
I'm so
the man.
overstimulated today, but I have the bed for you guys. Here
Don't even worry about it.
You want to do it?
Mm.
Too late now.
Too late now. I ruined the moment.
Spontaneity gone.
Shay ruined the moment.
So
back to talking about pastries with Shay. Shay, would you like a muffin I brought him?
Let's just focus and establish the point
I've
we're
not been
making
present.
here.
I'm sorry.
You gotta take in sports radio, in sports broadcasting, and in life. We all probably come short in taking accountability. And I think that's the problem with sports media. I really do. You never get the update.
Mm-hmm.
You get these blowhards talking all the time about this and that, but they never come back and admit when they're wrong. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it rarely happens. It's almost like we're supposed to forget about everything that was said about X, Y, and Z or this particular player the entire year.
I think lately,
we're coming back to say that, hey, collectively, everybody was kind of wrong, including some of us, when it comes to what we were expecting from these flag football players.
Yeah, I mean, listen, as Doucette said, those guys didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
And they did not. They did not. They're not as coached well. They're not as prepared. They're not as coached. And it showed, and it was a great competition.
I have a question for everyone in the room.
But again,
I'm sorry.
dominated.
My questions are all over the place because the ADD is blazing.
Don't blame it on ADD.
I'm back.
Just take accountability.
From vacation. Oh, I am. Please.
Just say I'm a bonehead.
I'm a bonehead.
You don't have to blame ADD.
I don't even know if I have it. Back when we were kids, it was just, hey, he's a hyper annoying kid.
My mom told me I wasn't allowed to have ADD.
Yeah. Diagnosed. I was just told I was an annoying chatty boy. So, Tom Brady's the man. We established that. No one's cooler.
He's winning the breakup, but he's losing in flag football.
Is there something a la flag football that maybe you downplayed and you're like, yeah, I could do that? And then I was like, oh, maybe I can't do it. Like, I remember you were on a vacation once and you did like archery with your girlfriend and you said you were so bad and you like
not only
axe
that,
throwing. Is there like something
to add insult to injury? This is a true story. I was on vacation and she's like, let's do some crafts and let's do, what's it called? Like, let's do some activities. And they were doing archery, right? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
He thought he was Daryl Dixon from Walking Dead.
There was a former Nickelodeon TV star, like a kid star happened to be there. Remember that? It's Fred kid. Hey, it's Fred Winklebeans.
Yeah.
I don't know, Fred Figglehorn or whatever his name was. Hey, I'm Fred Figglestein, whatever his name was. My girlfriend's like, I think that's Fred. I'm like, Fred who? She's like, the Nickelodeon star. I'm like, I don't know that kid, whatever.
Yeah, Fred Figglehorn.
Fred Figglehorn was better than me.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Never heard of
All
him.
you need to know is his last name is Figglehorn.
And
he looks like a figglehorn. And meanwhile, this guy's like, shoo, and he's shooting these bows and arrows, and he's just
like he's Katniss from Hunger Games.
And I could not get the hang of it because, again, when you do something on the regular or when you have a particular skill, yeah, it can't be downplayed. It looked like he had done this before, and I went in there with all this false confidence, and I had no skill whatsoever, and I was put in my place immediately. That's what happened with Tom Brady and these guys over the weekend. And you said axe throwing? Yeah, you think to yourself, what's so hard about this? I could do. Dude, I sucked. I was the worst. I threw it. It came back and almost hit me one time. If you don't practice or know the technique, like it's not as easy as you think. And I think Tom Brady and these guys really had a misunderstanding of that. Like we're pros, we could do that, and they can't.
There are times where you try to take on something and you're like, because you have this faith in yourself, like I'm a pretty athletic guy, or
Right.
I could
right.
do it.
Yeah, I'll get the hang of it.
I thought of a couple. Like, if someone were to challenge you, like money on the line or something, like, yo, how many? We'll give you 10 free throws. You in your mind are like, oh, I could probably what do I hit like 6 or 7 out of them, maybe at at worst, you could get cold and hit 2 out of 10.
Could. Again, if you're not doing it all the time.
If you think you could just fill in and play, like I said, like high arc softball, you might embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
I
No
remember
doubt.
one time our listeners made a joke, like I made it so matter of fact, like, oh, who can't run a mile under 10 minutes? And I was like, I think I can run a mile in like 8 minutes, easy. I remember I just lied on the treadmill. I had to push myself to do that because I would not allow myself to be humiliated with my own statement, but it was not as
Rich
easy
almost
as
died of a heart attack.
I was
just
not
trying
as
to
easy.
prove
I'm
it.
like, hey, maybe this isn't as awesome and easy as I thought. But yeah, just Tom Brady and all those people got a little check of reality.
So aside from all the March Madness, we figured we'd speculate on that a little bit. And we also want to take the heat off Cam Scataboo. Why? Because it's fun. Does he deserve the backlash and criticism that he's getting? Probably, yeah. He had some things to say about CTE and asthma, of all things. And he's taking a lot of heat based on what he said, even though he apologized and he sort of took it back.
I mean, if you apologize,
We'll take some of the heat off of him with some other stuff that we don't believe in, quote unquote.
okay. We'll do that next right here. Covino Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Now, DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is built for March. The tournament is unexpected. Rewards are guaranteed. DraftKings Sportsbook is delivering the most generous rewards in the market.
With DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're not betting on what might happen. You're betting on what's happening.
New to DraftKings, bet just $5. Get 200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use our code CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW. Turn $5 into 200 in bonus bets instantly.
In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states, void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
We have a guest. Let's welcome at Kelly in Vegas. Kelly Stewart from Splash Sports is on the show. We caught up with Kelly at the Super Bowl, and now she's here to break down some March Madness, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Dipsy Doo Dunkaroo, baby.
How are you, Kelly?
Hey, Kelly.
Oh, good. I'm going to have to redeem myself from the Super Bowl, though. Man, that was, woof.
What's your first thought when you look at a new bracket every March?
So I did a live show yesterday during Selection Sunday, and that was a first for me. So I've got the TV on. I'm managing 4 different personalities on air, and I'm going, okay, this is going to get to be a lot. And it really wasn't, because none of that matters. The power ratings set by Vegas matter so much more than the seedings. And I think the committee has started to almost align, right? Years before, we would be shocked. I can't believe X team is an 11 seed. I think it was North Carolina, NC State a few years ago. There was nothing outside of Missouri being a 10 seed that made me go, huh? What is going on here? Siena being a 16 seed was kind of funny. We had a Siena grad on the show, and he's throwing a fit. They should have been a 15 seed. But once we saw the 15s, it's like, no, they shouldn't. There was no team yesterday that I was surprised got in, and no one that got left out surprised me. It was a very just straightforward Selection Sunday, and that's so unusual for me.
At Kelly in Vegas, if you want to follow and play along on social media, at Kelly in Vegas. When you talk about the seeding, you know, we're filling our brackets out for Fox Sports Radio. I'm just picking whatever. I'm wondering, with all these teams involved, and for the casual fans, is there any skill involved when choosing your bracket, when choosing these teams?
Oh, there has to be. But the number one skill that you need is luck. I mean,
Yeah,
we've all
that's
seen
true.
that filling out the perfect bracket is like hitting the Mega Millions. It's got to be probably even higher odds than that. Truth be told, I do one bracket every single year just for fun, just so that I can kind of map things out. And it's not really to see who's going to win the national championship. It's to find spots after the round of 64 where I go, okay, here's who I've got circled. Here's who I want to look at to go a little bit farther than Vegas expects or than the selection committee expects. So we saw last year there was like hardly any upsets, and that was upsetting to me, right? I'm the queen of the underdogs. I want the chaos. I want the madness. And I'm hoping we see it a little bit this year, right?
Yeah.
2 years ago, Duquesne, I was in Mexico for one of my best friend's birthdays, and we're at this little tequila bar on the beach, and Duquesne upsets BYU, and the whole bar just goes nuts because that's what March is about. So I'm hoping we see some really fun things. Does my bracket have way too many of those? Of course it does.
Well, what is the strategy, Kelly? I mean, let's talk about making money now. Is this a sucker's time to bet, or is this a really great opportunity to make some money? Because there's a lot of point spreads, probably with, I mean, I know Vegas knows, but unfamiliar teams. You and I were talking before we went on this podcast that no one knows all these teams. There's hundreds of teams in college hoops. No one knows them all. No one knows, they beat
What are you
that
talking
team.
about? I see all these experts on social media all the time.
Exactly. Is there a strategy here? Is this an opportunity to make money or not?
No, of course, there's always an opportunity to make money where you can find an edge. And there's going to be some spots where you're paying a premium for the blue bloods, if you will, the Dukes of the world. Florida just won the national championship last year. So obviously people are expecting them to not necessarily run it back, but to go far in the tournament. A lot of people loved Michigan in January. They were the team to win it all. And guess what? Since then, they haven't covered the spread. And so everybody's jumped off the Michigan bandwagon. And my spidey senses start to go off and go, all right, maybe this is the time to start paying attention to Michigan now that everybody's written them off. I'm looking to fade some ACC teams. Okay. I'm looking to fade some of the bottom of the barrel SEC teams that did get in, right? Last year, they got 14 teams in it. This year, only 10. So at least the committee got that part right. But some of those teams that squeaked in, if you will, I'm looking to say, all right, you probably were on the fringe. They let you in because of the conference you were in, and I'm going to be betting against you early and often. I will say this, some of the, for just basic bracket strategy, if you are looking to do some upsets, 16 seeds versus 1 seeds are 2-76 all time.
I know.
To win, right?
Not a good one.
You're just advancing. I'm not even talking gambling. This is just for your bracketology. 15 seeds, 7-73. 14 seeds, 10-70. 13 seeds, 17-63. So kind of take that with a grain of salt. Nobody wants a chalky March Madness, but those really long shots are that for a reason.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Woo! Harry, I'm going at an incredible pace.
Rich is doing the running man in the studio. Hope you had a great weekend. It's good to be back. We are Covino and Rich. We're streaming live at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Hey! You can see Rich jogging in place. Iowa Sam brought pastries today. Not for us. Not for our return. For Stugatz, but it's all good.
I get it.
It was great to see Stugatz. Of course, Danny G is the super producer, and he's on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. Again, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio out here on the west side.
Stugatz was totally accommodated by Iowa Sam. In fact, I saw Iowa Sam had a pack of dude wipes and everything. Like, everything Stugatz needed.
During the break, Iowa Sam was giving him a foot rub.
I know.
Wait
a
minute.
minute.
I was killing 2 birds with 1 stone with you guys coming back and Stugatz here. I was like, I'm
You know,
getting some
it's
pastries.
very
I know
kind.
Covino
He's
Rich
not
awesome.
always here, in studio in L.A., so it was great to see him.
No doubt.
Remember to be sure to check out the standings in the Fox Sports Radio Bracket Challenge at foxsportsradio.com where our hosts are competing against listeners. Congrats to Joseph H. and Brian M., who are currently tied for first place.
Good for them. The winning bracket after the champion is crowned will win a $1,000 gift card. The Fox Sports Radio Bracket Challenge is presented by Webull. It's time to get your financial portfolio game ready. With Webull, get powerful investing tools and real-time data all in one platform.
Get started by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
So we're bringing the madness, baby.
Well, I was going to say there's no Cinderella team, and that seems to be everyone's gripe. Like, there's no Cinderella.
Cinderfella, bro.
And I have a...
Cinderella's dead.
I mean, is Cinderella even in the rotation with your kids?
The cartoon?
No, absolutely not.
Like Cinderella, yeah, the classic Disney movie.
Cinderella. Come on, it's classic,
I
dude.
love the little mice singing, right?
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yeah, see?
You gotta love the carriage that goes from pumpkin
Yeah,
to
but
carriage
there's
back to pumpkin.
But like, I mean, the
Yeah.
two
I
fat,
think
the two fat sisters get to go to the
Yeah,
ball as if the
it-
prince wants those fatties.
It's too old-timey for
But
kids now.
I think they should watch it once at least.
But you know what? There's a discrepancy in that movie that people are like, if it's the perfect slipper that fits, why did it fall off? Have you ever been rocking a pair of
I don't know.
sneakers or something?
Ask Alex Caruso.
You know what?
Maybe she was blocking a shot.
Maybe that's true. But yeah, no Cinderella. So I guess you just solved the mystery of Cinderella, huh?
Yeah, maybe
Can
she was
I-
playing basketball.
Can I say one thing though? I mean, so I know they're Big Ten teams, but Iowa and Nebraska. Nebraska's never been to they had never won a tournament game, period, until this year. They had never been to a Sweet 16. Iowa's making their first in 27 years.
Iowa, number 9 team, yeah.
Big Ten Cinderellas, maybe?
I thought of you.
Come on.
I thought of you and how much joy you must have had.
Joy, the sweetest
I mean, he's
plum.
wearing an Iowa T-shirt
The
today
sweetest
just to
plum.
celebrate.
But with all due respect, that's one of his 4 shirts in
no,
rotation.
but he's wearing it for a reason.
Well, the women played today. Unfortunately, they lost. But this is kind of my all-encompassing basketball shirt. So, yeah.
So that's Iowa Sam. The whole team is back. Dan Byers got your update in a minute. I just want to set this up and let you know what we're talking about. Cam Scataboo is in the news. So aside from all the March Madness and Iowa upsetting Florida, and we talked about, I guess, the U.S. flag football team upsetting the professionals in a way, dominating the professionals. Again, a combined score of 106-44. Did you see the combined scores, by the way? It was USA 39, Wildcats 14, USA 43 to FFC 16, the Founders, and Wildcats, the championship game was USA 24, Wildcats 14. That was the closest one was the last one. But Cam Scataboo is also in the news. He was on a podcast, the Frank DeLana podcast called Bring the Juice. Bring the Juice. And I'm just going to give you the
Can I guess what he brought?
Cliff's Notes now.
Cam Scataboo probably brought from the Jersey Shore Ron juice. I feel like that's a drink he would have.
He brought some Ron juice to the Bring the Juice podcast.
It's more of a juicy juice guy.
More of a maybe like he brought some sips, a juice box, a Capri Sun perhaps,
When I was a kid,
some Ecto Cooler.
I was so jealous of kids with Capri Suns. My mom would always buy the cheap little sips, like you said, or,
Yeah.
the little boxes. The kid with Capri Suns in the 80s.
Rich kid.
Yo, that was that.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like that was the level of opulence for Capri Sun in the very beginning?
Nah, I was spoiled, bro. I'll be the first to admit it.
You were,
I
you
used,
were
I
the
used to, I
spoiled
used
little-
to drink them and stomp them in kids like yours' faces. So
Man.
he said something really controversial, and it had nothing to do with Capri Sun or anything like that. It was on the Bring the Juice podcast. He says, in a nutshell, that he doesn't believe in CTE and he doesn't believe in asthma.
I'm sorry, what?
And we're going to take the heat off of him with other things that we don't believe in, and we're also going to get you involved. It could be as silly as you want it to be.
All right.
It's just something like, I'm not buying it.
Okay.
877-99 on Fox. Put on your thinking caps. Start thinking about it. Chime in and be part of the show, Covino and Rich, because we have a few things that we're like, yeah, I don't know if I believe that or not. And we're also going to take the heat off of Scataboo and give you the update on that.
Okay,
But
I
speaking of
got
updates, I'm not going to make the guy wait, bro.
That's a good idea. Why make Dan Byer wait? DB must be celebrating the signing of his wide receiver.
I'll tell you, that says a lot of things, and I'll get to the details here in a second, but considering that DK Metcalf is making $33 million a year and JSN is making $42, it's not a lot, but it is a lot, but it isn't a lot, but it also tells you on how much they love JSN
Yep.
and how much they just weren't in the DK Metcalf business. So
It's true.
But it is a big contract. The Seahawks and wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba coming to terms today. It's a 4-year extension. This will be added on to the 5th-year option that the Seahawks just picked up on his rookie contract. But the 4-year extension is worth $168.6 million. Reports say $120 million guaranteed for JSM. His average annual salary, $42.15 million, tops Jamar Chase by almost $2 million. The Bengals receiver makes $40.25 million. But JSN and the Seahawks striking a deal today to make him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. The Seahawks made another move. They matched the 2-year offer sheet to wide receiver Jake Bobo that he signed with Jacksonville. So Bobo's back with the Seahawks on a 2-year deal worth $5.5 million. Travis Kelce signed his deal with the Chiefs, made it official today. He gets a 3-year deal, guys, worth $54.7 million. The Patriots are releasing veteran quarterback Josh Dobbs. Tommy DeVito will now be the backup to Drake May in New England.
Oh,
gabagool. You guys would like that. College basketball news, bunch of coaching news. Creighton men's basketball coach Greg McDermott is going to retire after this season. Spent 16 years as the head coach at the school. Assistant Alan Huss will take over after the team completes play in the Crown Tournament. Randy Bennett is leaving St. Mary's after 25 seasons to be the new head coach at Arizona State. Utah State was eliminated yesterday in the NCAA tournament by Arizona. Today, they lost their head coach, Cincinnati, hiring Jared Calhoun to be their new men's basketball coach. Former Cincinnati head coach Wes Miller is the new head coach at Charlotte. And in women's basketball, NCAA tournament, Iowa fell today to number 10 seed Virginia in Regional 4, 83-75 in double overtime. So the second-seeded Hawkeyes are bounced. Notre Dame leads Ohio State right now 66-56 in a 3-6 matchup in Columbus. 7 minutes to go in that contest. Earlier today, Louisville edged Alabama 69-68 in Regional 3 play. West Virginia and Kentucky in a 4-5 matchup in Regional 3 tied up at 32 apiece nearing the end of the first half. Finally, a baseball note, Braves pitcher Spencer Strider is going to start the season on the injured list because of a strained oblique. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, DB. And
Thanks,
speaking
Dan.
of baseball, what an exciting week, guys. Baseball is back this week.
Yes.
I woke up today, and it felt like Nudie Magazine Day. But I'm like, ooh, it's baseball week.
That's baseball.
Can't wait.
I know.
So an exciting week, and it's exciting to be back. We are Covino and Rich, and we're going to discuss things that we don't necessarily believe in. And we're going to take the heat off of Cam Scataboo and the bonehead things he said.
Yeah, give Cam Scataboo a break. I feel like he's the type of guy that would participate. You ever see that thing? It's dumber than slap fighting. It's those guys. It's called run it, where they just run full force into each other.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something Cam Scataboo would be like, I want to do it.
He used
he
to have
say
that as a
something?
drill when he played football.
Well,
that
that
was a football drill.
He said some silly things, but he took accountability. He apologized. We'll explain, but start thinking of things that you don't necessarily believe in just to take the heat off of him a little bit, because we don't think he really meant anything bad by it, but it was a little touchy. We'll explain the whole thing next, and we're going to play Last One Standing, giving away prizes on this Monday edition of Covino and Rich right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah, buddy. Now, every sports season is built on preparation, studying the trends, and making the necessary adjustments to reach the ultimate goal. Investing deserves that same approach.
You investing, bro? With Webull, you have access to real-time market data, advanced tools, and an intuitive app designed to help you make informed decisions. Whether you're actively trading stock options, ETFs, and more, or planning for the long term, for you and your family with IRAs, cash management, and custodial accounts for children, Webull gives you the tools to invest your way all on one platform.
Good day in the market, by the way. Good day today. Looking to take your preparation to the next level? Check out Webull's Learn resources and join their in-app community. You can discuss things like investing trends and what's happening alongside 25 million other users globally. And now they've streamlined the process. And you can even get strategies by trying Vega, the personal AI market assistant. So lots of cool stuff happening at Webull. They have watch list insights, alerts when earnings drop. So get your financial portfolio game ready by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
Bam Adebayo
Bam Adebayo, 83
I say
points.
Bayou.
Yeah, he's not living out in the
Bayou.
bayou. Yeah, there's no bayou involved.
He's living. Bam's in the out of Bayou.
Born on the bayou.
Bam Adebayo had 83 points, and again, not known for being a high-scoring NBA player. 20 of 43, 36 of 43 from the foul line, 7 for 22 when it came to 3 points against a Wizards team that kind of stinks. I mean, really stinks.
I mean,
and that's part of the criticism.
They might as well have had Dumbledore on the court.
But
I mean, they're
he
wizards.
still-
Harry Potter was out there.
He still did it.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way, the people that are mad about the Kobe thing, that's such a non-story, and that comes from a place of high respect and high regard for Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant didn't hold the record. He was in second. Why do people not grasp
Like
that?
you can't get mad at second place.
He
I don't know. It's
surpassed
weird. It's like
the second place guy. It's not like Kobe Bryant was the record holder and he beat him in a weak performance, in a weak circumstance. No, that's not what happened. He just
No.
surpassed him as number 2 now.
imagine being
behind Wilt Chamberlain.
Imagine being like, oh man, you were voted second in the Cy Young instead of the third. Like I don't know. It's,
And by the way,
like
everyone's
second place.
okay with Wilt Chamberlain having the 100 points, right?
hello, Fox Sports Radio.
There's
Can I
so
take your
much
order?
controversy as to how he scored those 100 points. No one even knows how many blocked shots he had in that game, all right? And who was he playing against? But everyone acknowledges that he had 100 points. So if we're going to not acknowledge that he had 100 points,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter how Bam scored his 83.
Yeah.
He had 83.
Yeah. I mean, the reality is it's angry Kobe fans, and I get it. It really is. I saw
Was it the coolest way to happen?
I saw
No.
I saw a round
Was it
table.
was it from an unassuming or an unexpected, I should say, player? Yes.
Well, okay, let's be fair. How many times in the NBA just this season are we going to see and have already seen a big-time scorer go up against a crap-ass team that's tanking for the rest of the season anyway? So you talk about the Wizards being a terrible team who aren't – like, that happens every day in the league.
Still takes a lot to score 83
It
points.
still takes a damn lot to score 83 points. And frankly, I have to believe, and I'm a huge Laker fan myself, and I'm a Kobe guy, I have to think that Kobe would have had absolutely no problem with any of this. And that if it was Kobe chasing Michael Jordan, who had 81 points, you damn straight Kobe would have been doing everything he could to get past 81.
Yeah. This is sort of the sentiment. I saw Michelle Beadle and some people on a roundtable show saying it could be entertaining that a man did what he did, but you could also be irritated because it was ugly, gross, and kind of cheap, especially the last 7 to 10 points. Kobe fans are angry. And that's really the sentiment
but
you're seeing
angry
everywhere.
what? That he passed the number 2 guy? That's kind of corny to me, to be
It
honest.
sounds like, remember when Gastineau was mad about the Strahan sacks? Like, it was like, oh, it was
I think what they're upset about is it didn't seem like it came in the natural flow of the game.
it didn't come in the, oh my God, he hit another 3. Oh my God, he's unstoppable. He's on fire. It was more like, the guy just got 40-something
say,
opportunities from the free throw
Or
line.
if the game was within 10 points,
Yeah,
like it was during the beginning of the fourth quarter
it's
for Kobe.
called a 2-pack of ass.
Yeah,
the game
I mean,
was
what
a
was
2-pack
it?
of ass. yesterday.
20-point lead or whatever it was. So I think that's where the criticism
Yeah,
is
where
coming
was
from.
the defense? What was that circus score that we saw last night? But
And they were fouling him. They just weren't fouling him Detroit Pistons style, which is what we would have saw in the 80s if a dude was going off like that.
83 is a hell of a lot of points.
should there been, and the other controversy is, should they have pulled him out of respect for Kobe or whatever? And like Mike said, no way. In the name of competition, you leave him in there, let him go for it. I don't think even Kobe would have wanted to see that. 20 point. He's averaging what, 20 points this year per game. So that's why people are like, who did what?
And his career high prior to this was 41.
Wait, Bam, he's not even known for scoring like that. 83 points? I think that makes it a cooler story.
Truth be
This
told,
guy had like the game of his life. That's insane.
Truth be told, I got to ask because I saw the highlights like everyone, but I wasn't locked into a random Tuesday night Miami Heat game. From the jump, was it he just had the touch or did they just have a game plan? What? How do you even explain a guy that averages 20?
31 points in the first
I know, 31 in the first. So just
Mike.
Out the gate, he was unstoppable, and they just kept dishing, I guess, the whole game, and then fouls took over?
Yeah.
Well, that was Izzy's point on the show prior to ours, is that a lot of the national media only saw the last 7 to 10 points, as you read in that post, Rich.
Yeah.
So if you saw the first and second quarter, you saw how dominant he was.
And in
that
the
game.
beginning of the game, they were triple teaming the guy. We're taking Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. I feel like Sam's trying to romance
I'm
us.
not gonna lie. Probably inappropriate, but
This is Santana, and I'm gonna say like some old blues man. I'd have to look it up.
Rafael Santana?
yeah, Rafael Santana, former Met shortstop, right? Oh, Carlos Santana, not the baseball player?
Oh, Carlos.
John Lee Hooker and Santana.
Yeah, Sam, you played that commercial for one of our fine sponsors.
Santana Moss.
What was it? The Gaming League?
Global Gaming League.
Global Gaming League?
Yeah.
Good fine people advertising here. But with this Love Jam in the background and that guy's voice, when he said, "Are you looking for a good time?" Can you just play it again over this music?
All right, hold on. Let me get set up here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it just felt weird.
Took Rich back to his late night infomercial days.
I was like, wait a minute. Iowa Sam's playing a Love Jam, and just listen to the voiceover
Wait,
guy.
is this going to count as 2 plugs for them?
It will. We're giving him an extra plug because I found it so bizarre. Go ahead, Sam.
Professional wrestling.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Jesus, Sam.
Are you into video games, celebrities, or just a good time? The Global Gaming League is a video game league with celebrity-owned teams from T-Pain to Neo, competing in everything from Call of Duty to Tetris.
For a
Sign
good
up and join
time.
the league now at globalgamingleague.com.
Oh, you in for a good
Puts you in
time?
the mood.
For a good time. Hey, we're Covino and Rich. Thanks for hanging out for a good time. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Time for our Tire Rack play of the day. We have a very happy Iowa fan on our staff.
For a spot in the Sweet 16. Koch calls the break. Sturts sprints to the ball. Gets fed up the right sideline. Into the front court. Bounce for Garris. He pops a jumper. Got it! It's a 3 for the lead! Florida makes the 4 down 1. 3.9. And Iowa wants timeout.
Sammy, you pumped or what?
Ooh, hitting all the wrong buttons today, but feeling good.
I got you. Hey, I was right in the middle of the pack in the Big Ten and have showed a lot of heart making it to the Sweet 16. That's courtesy of Westwood One Radio, and that's our Tire Rack play of the day.
For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Speaking of Iowa, did you see the very viral clip? Are you proud of this moment, Sam, where Iowa's Mikey Caliendo, hopefully no relation to Frank. Frank's a good guy. Mikey Caliendo didn't shake hands with Penn State's Mitchell
on the
Messenbrink.
podium, right?
Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I saw that. That was
It was a
spicy.
165-pound title tie or something like that. And he refused to shake hands. It seems to be like the trend. Like, nah, I'm just going to leave
Did you see,
hanging.
based on hanging handshakes?
It's the leaving you hanging trend of 2026.
The leaving you hanging trend resulted in Cal Raleigh and Rosarena having to put out a statement like, yo, season's about to start. We're good.
Yeah.
It's over.
I know.
It's
So
like, geez.
this dude from Iowa left that dude hanging.
Hey, Sammy, I'll give you credit. You seem to care equally about the men's and women's side of the bracket, huh?
Well, the women had Caitlin Clark. Even before that, they were getting to Sweet 16s and Elite 8s. So it's like if your team, if men's or women's, are doing well, like you tune in, you watch. 'cause they're good. They're good.
I saw a mildly chauvinistic hypothetical on social media. It was like, would you want your alma mater's women's team to win the NCAA tournament, or find $5 in a pair of pants you just pull it out of the dryer? And I was
Oh
like,
my God! I take
like
the championship, of course.
Who needs $5 that bad?
$20?
Why is that in
Who
your
needs 20
algorithm?
bucks? Yeah.
Yeah, Rich.
I mean, I feel like your questioning with Sam felt a little condescending. So you really buy into these women?
I'm just saying, like, would you rather your college's women's team win the tournament, or find $100 in a pair of
Who
jeans?
You just keep upping the
Yeah,
amount.
yeah. I mean,
$1,000 in your pants.
all right, how about
$10,000 in your
$1,000?
pants.
Oh.
Okay,
Well,
how about $20,000?
there's gonna come a monetary value.
Yeah, but $5?
Okay, if I found 20 grand in my pants, I'd take that. Okay, because that would be life-changing money for me right now.
Right. Yeah, everybody's got a price, as Ted DiBiase said.
If you
$5,
told me, if you
let
tell
him
me,
have
if
the
you
win.
tell me the Syracuse Orange with the women won, I'd rather a $20 bill.
What? What's wrong with
Are
you?
you sure, Cam Scataboo?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you hit your
He's
head?
got a Cam Scataboo size shovel over there.
See,
It's getting
I
bigger.
feel like you're saying some Cam Scataboo type of
See?
stuff. You might want to apologize
Well,
later.
listen. This goes along perfectly with our Cam Scataboo thought, which is, what are the things you just don't believe? You don't believe it
I
at all.
believe that you believe that Sam really doesn't care about women winning.
Well, you know what? We'll explain more next. Covino and Rich right here.
Let's
back on
do it.
FSR.
All right. It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes. We talk about pop culture. We talk about sports. We talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion.
When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, "Oh, look at that bozo over there," and I point to you.
We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy.
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
The Seattle Seahawks made wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba the highest paid receiver in NFL history. The sides today agreed on a 4-year extension worth $168.6 million. He gets $120 million guaranteed, according to reports. JSN will make $42.15 million per season. The previous highest average annual salary belonged to Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase at $40.25 million. That's at the wide receiver position. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce agreed to a new 3-year deal worth more than $54.7 million. Some coaching moves in college basketball. Creighton's Greg McDermott is retiring after 16 seasons. The school's promoting assistant Alan Huss to be their head coach. Cincinnati is hiring Utah State's Jared Calhoun to lead the Bearcats men's basketball program. Randy Bennett is leaving St. Mary's after 25 seasons to be the new head coach at Arizona State. I'm Dan Beyer.
Covino Rich.
Monday fun day, bro. Yeah. Super fun time.
New episode of Paradise tonight.
Oh,
Baseball.
yeah.
Your Yankees take on the Giants this week, opening day.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, how Mets is this? This is an interesting one. The Mets, as you know, you might not know this, by far have the best winning percentage on opening day compared to all other teams. Like, it's an odd Met fact. Like, they never win the whole thing, but opening day, the Mets are, like, unbeatable. They have to face Paul Skeens on opening day.
Wow. Hey, I'm fired up. It's baseball week. We are Covino and Rich. We be rocking out.
Wow.
Speaking of opening day, though, how do you feel about the controversy of Jameis Winston in the booth for Netflix calling a baseball game? It is sort of odd, and I saw your boy Craig Carton yapping about how you don't bring a gimmick. It's gimmicky for an opening day baseball, but
listen,
I think it could be fun.
I enjoy a fun personality in the booth.
I like it this way.
Like an inning or so. Like if Gary Cohen, Keith, and Ron bring in like Seinfeld for 2 innings, that's fun.
I look at it this way. What did we learn from the WBC? That baseball could be fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baseball should be fun, and we're hoping that momentum carries into the season.
Well,
so you bring in a Jameis Winston. The dude knows his baseball. He was drafted in baseball, and I can't really make an assessment till I hear. He might bring so much fun. It's like, yo, that's what baseball needs. So I'm not going to be mad at it until I hear it. But right now, we're Covino and Rich broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And professional wrestling fans, the action continues every week. TNA Thursday Night Impact every week. Don't miss the adrenaline, the drama, and the total nonstop action, the action, as you watch your favorite TNA wrestling stars. For showtimes and more information, visit TNAwrestling.com.
I'm glad you brought up the whole Jameis Winston could have played baseball, because for all the baseball fans that are like, what does he know? I promise you, as much or more than you.
Yeah, and he's a dynamic personality.
And
so for all we know, it's like, yo, this is exactly what baseball needed. We don't know yet. So we'll find out by the end of this week how we feel about it.
And I want to give a shout-out to our buddy Wes in Vegas, one of our best pals and listeners. He brings up a good point that we didn't even mention a little bit. We all enjoyed the flag football tournament, right? Like, it was watchable. It was fun.
Yes.
I thought there was something to it. He goes, when you see what Banana Ball has done with baseball, and we all know what the Globetrotters...
They welcome Dave Winfield this week.
And you know what the Globetrotters have historically done for basketball? Is flag football possibly, if they make it a little more fun and gimmicky, is it football's answer to Banana Ball and the Globetrotters?
There's something there, but they take it serious.
I was going to say, it's more of a serious
catches,
sport.
Though. But like circus catches and like maybe some more Showtime fun time stuff.
There's probably a business model to be made, and I'm sure someone's saying, we can make some money here doing that. But right now they're taking it way serious. But it's still fun. So thank you, Wes. Thanks for all the feedback. We're streaming live as we speak at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. We got the superstar producer, Danny G, on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. He'll also be taking the phone calls when we play Last One Standing this hour, giving away prizes. Iowa Sam on the ones and twos, all fired up for the madness. We got Dan Byer hanging out. It's great to be back. Rich was in the DR. I went to Pismo Beach. I just stayed local but had a blast. However, we missed you guys, and thanks again for hanging out with us. So the story when we come back. Go ahead, Rich.
No, I have to bring up one thing before we talk about Cam Scataboo. Covino went to Pismo Beach.
Yeah.
And nothing bothers me.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Nothing bothers me more than when someone says Pismo Beach, I immediately think, Bugs Bunny. I immediately think, if you ever watch Bugs Bunny in your life, the whole thing was he made a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
And he popped out of the hole in Pismo Beach.
Yeah, and remember the whole Pismo Beach. So if someone doesn't get what's up, Doc?
Before moving to California, that was my only reference to Pismo Beach. And every time I brought it up this weekend, people looked at me like crickets. Like they didn't know that reference at all.
Didn't he also pop up in a cartoon and he was in San Bernardino?
I think he was.
Yeah, San Bernardino and Pismo Beach were
What
the
a
two cities that
maroon.
got shouted
Probably,
out.
yeah, because that's my only reference to Pismo Beach.
Yeah, to me, it's like it's such an obvious reference, so I'm glad we both agree on that. You can continue now with Cam Scataboo, but when you said Pismo Beach, I immediately thought of, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? So, Covino and Rich back from our mini vacation. Happy to be back. We missed some madness. We missed some flag football. But another story we came back to was Cam Scataboo putting his foot in his mouth. He's on this podcast, the Frank Delana podcast, Bring the Juice. And Delana, I'm summarizing here, says, hey, Scataboo, you think CTE is a real thing? CTE. And Scataboo says, no, it's an excuse. Delana goes,
Oh, Jesus.
I think asthma's an excuse, too. Scataboo says, yeah, that's a good take. Asthma's fake. You're soft. Just breathe air. Now,
Sounds like
here's the
he's
thing.
being funny.
He got a lot of backlash because CTE is a serious thing, and so is asthma. Not trying to downplay. Rich, you suffered from asthma growing up. Am I right?
I did, and that's why I believe it's fake.
Or did asthma suffer from Rich Davis? I don't know. I'd go with that. But that's why you think it's fake? Hold that note. Because as of today, he got so much backlash that he had to apologize, saying that it was a tasteless joke and he didn't mean it. And, I think he did the right thing to take the heat off of him.
Yeah, but when people apologize, I often wonder, to who? Who was really offended? Tell me who was offended that Cam Scataboo had to be like, oh, I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, social media.
Were you offended?
No.
Danny, were you
I was doing the
offended?
backstroke in Pismo Beach.
No.
Yeah, what's up,
Was
Doc?
anyone offended by Cam Scataboo knowing that he's like a knucklehead funny guy, that he's like, CTE, asthma, I don't believe in it.
Well,
like,
that's what I want to start with. You already said it. I think
we can't joke
need
around?
to take a little bit of accountability in saying, like, hey, how do we not – all right, maybe you don't know, and that's fine. But knowing what we know from Cam Scataboo, don't you get like a Rob Gronkowski, like meathead sort of vibe from the guy? Like he's a fun-loving guy who, if you were like, yo, Cam, ram your head through the wall, he would be the type to do that. So knowing the messenger, like, I'm not that mad about it. Outside looking in, if you don't know the guy, then I could see you being like, who is this bonehead saying these stupid things? So I would say if you know...
It's like not knowing the source. Like,
yeah, but some people don't, right? So those are the people that are offended.
Yeah.
You and I,
Yeah.
we kind of understand who he is.
Yeah, and his teammates have said he has the biggest personality in the locker room.
So then you could maybe assess, like, oh, he was probably just being a bonehead and saying stupid
Well, you know what?
things.
He's goofing around on a
Goofing around.
podcast.
based on what
Goofing
you're
around.
saying, our show, if you've been with us for years, here at Fox or even before that at SiriusXM, you know our personality. So, like, I do notice once in a while there'll be someone new listening that isn't really up on, Rich is this way or Covino's this way. And you're right. It's if you don't know someone's personality, like if you don't know Cam Scataboo is a knucklehead.
He says, I recently did an interview and I had a lapse of judgment, which resulted in me making a tasteless joke about CTE and asthma. It was never my intention to downplay the serious of head injuries or asthma.
Mm-hmm.
I sincerely apologize to anyone that was offended by my remarks, and I assure you that I'll be more mindful and respectful going forward. Much love, Scataboo. And I think that's a great approach. He apologized, took accountability.
I don't think he should apologize.
I think well, what's he going to do?
It's a
let me
joke. Hey,
explain.
guys,
I'm just a bonehead.
All right, I'll give you this. I guarantee if people don't know my sense of humor, when I said before the break, what do you rather do? Find $5 in your pocket or have your college's women's team win the tournament?
I want the good karma.
I mean,
you could have the $5. Let them win and be happy, and maybe I'll get some happiness in return.
Should I be like, guys, I respect women's sports. If you know me, I'm just a big goofball, and I really didn't mean it. Like, if you have to explain every joke, then what's the point of comedy?
Fine, but he's not a comedian, right? So I'm with you. I agree with you. I basically said the same thing. The people that are offended are probably people that don't know him or people that have been severely affected by this.
But I just hate the idea of having to explain a punchline for like two people.
Well, you know what? You could also say if you have to explain a punchline, it wasn't that funny.
That's all. Like, you can't make that kind of joke for the masses. It's going to be misinterpreted. It's going to be people are going to take it the wrong way because there are some people that are like, you can sit back with your friends and make that kind of joke.
It's off
because
color.
you all know each other so well.
But you know what I think, Sam? I think he's on a podcast. It feels intimate. He's just being himself. He forgets for a minute. Like, yeah, millions of people are going to hear this because you are Cam Scataboo, and you say some bonehead things, and you're just having fun. But in return, or as a result, you do offend a few people. He apologized.
But I do.
It's really not that big of a deal.
No, I know, but I'm saying when we take it to relationships.
Go ahead.
If you said something that offended your girlfriend,
okay,
and you're like, yeah, I'm so sorry I upset you.
Yeah,
what would she say? You don't really mean you're sorry.
You don't even know what you're sorry
about. You don't even know what you're sorry about.
That's what she would say.
And you're like, yeah, babe, I'm sorry. And she's like, for what? You don't even know. You're just saying I'm sorry. And I just feel like that is what we see so much just in life. Like,
no, it's I'm sorry if you were offended. You're not apologizing and saying sorry for the actual, transgression, but you're apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry that you took it the wrong way.
All right, well, based on this Cam story,
to take the heat off of
Cam Scataboo.
Some people call him Scam Cataboo. Cam Scataboo, we want to open it up to things that you don't believe in, just to take the heat off a little bit.
I got a few.
I got a few too. Like, mine's simple, and I'll start it off with something simple. Like, really, that's it? Like, I don't believe in tipping people unless, of course, you're a bartender, a mover, like a bellhop of sorts.
A shaker.
Yeah, like, a barber, right?
Okay.
The traditional people we would tip along the way. Your servers. Yeah, you all get tips. If you turn around your magic screen and you did nothing to help my experience, no tip. You know why? I don't believe in it. Simple as that. So to take the heat off, I don't believe in it. Say, hey, dude, why did you stiff me? Because I don't believe in tipping you. You did nothing.
That's a matter of preference and personal policy.
I'm just starting it off, Sam.
I know. But like,
to kick it off.
If you're like, I don't believe in this, it's basic science.
I'll give you one, Sam. You're
on.
going to hate me on this one. Ready? I'm going to tell you something I don't believe in.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
Is this a religious thing?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
Don't worry, it has nothing to do with trans or anything that'll get people's panties in an uproar.
Okay.
I'll avoid all subjects that make people feel uncomfortable.
What you got?
I said this to Mike, who runs this place, and he's like,
who?
That's science, you're a moron. I go, Mike, I still believe. I go to museums with, like, my wife and kids, right? And I'll look at
I don't believe in the donation you give them to get in there. I'm like, get out of my face. I'm coming right in.
I'll go to a museum with the family, and I'll see some artifact, and it's like, this friggin' bow and arrow is 8 point whatever million years old. I call BS. I think the idea of like carbon dating and pinpointing how old something is, I think they're guessing and we're all suckers. There's no way you could convince me that this rock is 8.12 million years old. So
they got tests, man.
I don't believe
Rich
it.
You
got to watch the test.
He doesn't believe in carbon
dating.
You know, I swear to you, Rich has been saying he doesn't believe in carbon dating since I met him.
I don't believe in it.
So I've been hearing this same silly argument for 20 years. And basically what he's saying is, I don't believe in science. So if there's a dinosaur bone, they're like, yeah, 4 million years old. Rich is like, I don't believe
in my mind, I'm like, says who? Says who?
Says science. Says
down to the millions in the year. Okay.
I'll
give you another one. Can I give you another one?
You might have to apologize to all the believers out there.
I have something in common with Taylor Swift. She said this once.
You guys both love cheesy pop songs?
I don't want to be
true.
mean.
No, be mean. Go. Be mean. Be mean. Get attacked by the Swifties, you weenie.
No.
I have something in common with Taylor Swift. She said this once, and I was like, good for you, Taylor, because I agree completely. I don't believe in jet lag. I think people just have no ability to adjust, and they're big wimps. I don't believe in jet lag. When people are like, I went from New York to L.A., 3 hours.
You know what it is? I believe in stepping up.
I just think people have the inability to adjust, and they're big biatches.
No, jet lag exists. I just believe in stepping up and, like, mind over matter, and if you don't mind, it doesn't matter,
Yeah,
right?
just
Like,
like a-
everybody gets tired. Suck it up.
Jet
Buttercup.
Jet lag is like made up.
I don't agree with you, but I like your stance.
Okay, but what if you go from like the United States to Australia? Like that's real. That's like a 20.
Hey,
you're going into the next day.
No. Rich says no. It's no.
Hey,
Rich says shake it off.
Hey, shake it off, as Taylor would say.
Yeah.
Sam,
You should be fine as you exit you deplane. You should be
Sam,
fine.
a couple espresso shots, a cocktail, an edible to calm down, whatever you need to adjust your mood. Don't tell me traveling, you're like, oh, I can't handle it. Give me a break.
How about
Not
this?
all of us get a bed in first class like you, Daddy Stacks.
Hey, do you guys
Yeah, you get to lay
can I
down
tell
on
ya?
a plane.
do you guys
Can I tell you
elitist.
my goal, Danny, is for that to be the case one day. I did it one time on the company dime where someone thought I was more important than I was. You don't want to do it because then you never want to not do it. It is remarkable.
My spine feel like it's going to implode on itself when I take a flight.
Danny,
and you get to
last
lay
night-
down.
Trust me, Danny, I'm not baller. Last night I was in the middle seat of a flight back from the Dominican Republic. So trust me,
I got
not
two.
good.
I got two sports related
All
ones.
right, what do you not believe
Ready?
in?
I'm sorry to offend some people, but there's always these legends. I'm a Yankees fan, first of all.
Uh-oh.
And you always hear the stories about, Mickey Mantle almost hit one out right at a Yankee Stadium. You're like, really? I don't know if I believe that. Yeah, he almost hit it out of the stadium? And you always hear that. I'm like, I don't know if I believe that. Where's the proof? And I know not everything was documented. And I also don't believe Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points.
That's the other one.
There's
There were radio broadcasts.
There's so much speculation.
There were
though.
people that were watching the game there. They're
Yeah, well,
probably all
there's
dead
also
now.
there's
They're probably all
also
dead
on
now,
the
but-
flip side, like you don't even know how many shots he blocked that game. Like apparently he may have even had a better game than we realize, right?
He
but
had
it's
106 points.
yeah, he may have had 106 points, but I'm like, yeah, really?
Hey, he wrote it on a
Prove
piece
it
of
to
paper,
me.
man. It's
Well,
got to be true.
You know, they didn't officially keep tabs on blocks back
I
then.
know. Yeah,
So that's another thing where
that's another thing.
depending on which newspaper or radio broadcast, was it 10 blocks? Was it 15
But it makes
blocks?
me say, like, it's the old Robert Wool sort of thing. Like, when the legend becomes the fact, print the legend. There's so many stories that we just run with that really people just like the story. They don't really like the truth.
That show lingers and sticks around on HBO Max.
Oh, it's
If you-
called
if-
History 101.
History 101 with the.
It's like he talks about Paul Revere and all these things. He's like, Paul Revere wasn't even the guy. He just had a cool name. You know, like
it's a great show. Robert Wool is the host, and it's
Yeah.
History 101.
History 101. It's old, but it's on Max, and it's fantastic. You realize how many things you're like, oh, that's the real story.
I feel like, when the legend becomes fact, print the legend. I think the legend is like, yeah, Wilt Chamberlain scored. I think it's a possibility, okay? So to take the heat off of Cam Scataboo, and he apologized, what are some things you just don't buy? You don't believe in? We'll start with Alaska, and again, we're going to be playing Last One Standing in a few minutes. 877-99 on Fox.
All right, Ian in Anchorage.
What's up, Ian?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
What do you think, man? What do you got?
Hey, well, I don't believe in those like, stupid old sayings like, they say just old like wives things like, yeah, well, that never happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
That's a good one.
That
He
is a
just
good one.
doesn't believe when people. Yeah.
Okay. It's
Or-
just like
or
a
the
nice
old
thing
one.
people say.
Do whatever makes you happy. That doesn't always end good.
No.
If you make that face long enough, it'll stay that way. Those are just told to children.
Yeah.
What don't
Don't cross your eyes too long. It'll stay that
Yeah.
way.
What don't you believe in? I'll tell you what I don't believe in.
I hate to say it because I'm a man of faith. Let me make that clear. But there's some stories that I've been told, faith related, let's say, and I'm like, I don't believe that. That's just a nice story.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get controversial, but it goes with the topic.
I heard Mark Maron tell a funny joke. I watched his documentary on the plane.
Yeah.
And he tells a story. He's like, he lost a very close friend. He's like, and then you see a bird outside your door. And you're like, oh my God, it's Karen. And then the next day, like, two birds come in. Like, Karen, did you bring a friend? Like, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what am I doing? And then you realize.
You don't want to knock anyone's belief, right?
Yeah.
In that moment.
I'll tell you something I don't believe in. I don't believe in proper ratings. I don't know anyone that's ever got a Nielsen book or
I'm
an
with you.
Arbitron or
Dude,
anything.
we agree on
like,
one.
Like when they say,
I don't
when,
believe in that.
When they say like, oh, the World Baseball Classic had 5 point whatever million, I'm like, how? Unless there's a.
I don't know. Well, now a
How?
lot of it is the digital people
now
meters
you can,
Yeah.
but there's a part of it.
Prior, yeah. No way.
I have a very hard time believing that ratings
I
are
don't
accurate.
know. I had a friend who got the Nielsen book delivered to his house, and he had to turn it in because he's in radio.
If you ever get a Nielsen book,
I learned that in our FCC training. You can't you can't say it.
Yep.
What?
It's against the rules.
I was going to say, give a shout out to Leslie Nielsen.
That's funny.
What can I say?
No,
Leslie
right,
Nielsen's
if
the
Rich is
best.
warning you not to say something, don't say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you don't know what
Even
it is.
me. I'm me.
No,
the most,
whatever you're talking about, don't say it.
wild guy.
This guy violated like 6 rules in this past show.
Two more quick actually, the phones are all lit, which is crazy. People are going to talk about what they don't believe in. Can I give you another one? I don't believe anyone other. This is true. This is what I really believe. You can think I'm crazy. I think other than like 10 smoking hot girls,
Okay.
I feel like everyone else that's showing you their bits and stuff on OnlyFans is really only making like $200.
Okay.
I feel like there's
can I
like
back
I
up
feel
your
like
story?
I feel like there's like
Rich is convinced that people who are pretending to live this lavish life on social media and OnlyFans are all full of it.
yeah. Covino will be like, yo,
He always talks about
Covino
this.
will show me a clip of some like guy that gets a lot of views on Instagram, and Covino's like, yo, he must be balling. I'm like, he probably lives with his mom. Instagram, we know editors here that bust their ass, and if you have hundreds of thousands of views, that's good. But you're not making a ton of money on social media. It's the 1%. It's like the few people that make a ton. Everyone else that's showing their privates on OnlyFans or they're doing content, none of them are making money. I promise you.
There's like 5 women who live in the state of Florida who are making like $80 to $100 million each on OnlyFans, and then there's probably a lot of people,
making
who
like
are making
$200
like
bucks.
making $500 a month.
And
You know what?
hey, Rich, and their cousin saw their bung bung.
You know what just ended, Rich? You know what just ended
Can I say that?
besides your OnlyFans
Sure.
subscription? Mercury retrograde. Do you believe in it?
I don't believe in any of that.
So stupid.
If I see it,
Man, they just rotate.
The planets are out of alignment.
Do you believe in astrology?
Covino, those signs, they used to get printed in the newspaper. Remember those things?
Yeah.
And literally, they would just rotate what your sign had in store for you that day. Because later in the week, we would see that same
you don't
description.
believe your horoscope, man?
Oh, those horoscopes are
Danny.
such crap.
can I say something mildly rude?
Do you believe in
and
Dagwood or anything
And you
in
know,
the
when we
newspaper?
were dating, there would be girls who would be like, Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Like,
Danny,
My
Danny,
chakras are
decisions.
My
by-
chakras are out of sync.
So you don't believe
My
these little
chakras.
bracelets I'm wearing right now were blessed by the shamans in Mexico that I bought them from? You're telling me there's not power in this?
My chakras.
I don't mean to be offensive when I say this, but I look at it differently, Danny. When I was a single man, if I met some girl that was like, oh my God, you're a Libra, all I thought was like, yo, if she could be convinced of that, what could I convince her to do?
Oh boy!
Like, I'm like, if
Rich
she's
is getting canceled.
if she's like, oh my God, you're a Libra, I'd be like, oh my God, I could
Means you're
probably
sensitive,
I
but
could
also
sell her a
balanced.
bill of goods. All right, phones are all lit, and we got to play Last One
Yeah.
Standing. What are we gonna do?
We need time for Last One
All right,
Standing.
you know what, we're gonna
Do
play
you
a
want to
game.
push Last One Standing to end the show?
Oh, geez, Louise. You know what? Everyone, hold on. Danny's gonna
All right.
figure this out during the break because he's a super producer, and we'll be back. We'll play
Yeah,
a game.
hang tight.
We'll take your phone calls, and all next right here, Fox Sports Radio.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is built for March. The tournament is unexpected. Rewards are guaranteed.
DraftKings Sportsbook delivering the most generous rewards in the market with DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting. You're not betting what might happen. You're betting what's happening.
What's happening?
If
New to
you're
DraftKings, bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Here's what you got to do. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets instantly.
Instantly, in partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states, void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
Let's go to a guy that knows all these things. Fights, NFL, everything. One of my pals, lights out. Let's give it up for Shawn Merriman. What's up, Shawn?
Yo, what's up, my man? How you doing?
We're good, man. I'm bummed that you're not here, and I'm bummed Covino's not here because I know you guys always gets the yips when he tries to give you a bro hug and a handshake.
we finally got it right, man. After all these years, we finally connected on something.
Nice. Well, at Shawn Merriman, you can always catch up with all the cool things he's doing. But I got to ask right out the gate, you're a guy, lights out, you know fights, you know NFL. What's your initial take on this Tom Brady, Logan Paul beef?
Look, I just think it's great promotion for them, right, with the flag football game they got going. People are talking about it. I mean, when you're trying to promote something, it doesn't matter what you think or if you think it's silly or not. If people are talking about it, then that's good promotion, and people are. Now, I think in my opinion, it crossed the line a little bit when they started to talking about fighting, which Logan now is talking about all NFL players. Look, if you want to challenge Tom Brady and tell him you'll knock his head off, no problem, right? Great promotion. But now you're getting into an area where there's real danger. Right,
yeah.
And I don't want to take anything away from Logan because I think he's done a hell of a job in WWE. He is much more of an athlete than people give him credit for. But you're talking about like professional athletes who do things to other people for a living. Right?
Yeah. So my first thought is when I think of a Myles Garrett or a Bosa brother or some big dude like a Crosby. Could Logan Paul, I can't imagine, no matter how skilled he is boxing, I feel like all those guys would whoop his ass. Am I wrong?
Well, look, I'm not going to say this because I've been around this sport and I've been around some of the best and trained and sparred some of the best fighters in the world. You don't just walk off the field and just become a good boxer because you're strong. Those muscles and things do not translate into boxing or fighting in general. It don't. But that being said, Logan did knock out Floyd Mayweather, who's 160 pounds, right? And so if you can't knock out Floyd Mayweather, you're probably not going to knock out a guy that's 250 pounds of all muscle. I just don't see it. And I don't get me wrong, Floyd is the greatest of all time or one of. But again, you didn't knock him out. And so I think that's where you kind of got to draw the line. If you can't knock him out, how are you going to knock out a guy like Myles Garrett?
Shawn Merriman here on Covino Rich, at Shawn Merriman, lights out. Every time I see you and I go in to give you a little handshake and a hug, you're built like a rock. And I know you spar, you're a fight guy. What's your thoughts? Do you think you could take out Logan Paul?
First of all, I don't hit children. That's one. I would. I think I'm taking myself out of the mix because, for one, I'm 41 and I actually have years of experience in training and being in there. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I'm a fighter at all, but I've been in there with like some real dogs. So I want to take myself out. Plus, I don't think that Logan would even think about going down that path. I think the better fight would be Le'Veon. I think that Le'Veon's been training. He is a notable NFL player. He has a good background. He has a big fan base, a big following on social media. It makes sense. It makes sense for Le'Veon to do the deal, but I see the roadblocks that Logan is putting up now. Right? Practice, $1 million in escrow, and it got to be this way, and no judge. I'm like, just say you don't want to do it. Right?
Okay.
Just say you don't want to do it. So that's what I see.
Now, when you take out tackling and all the toughness that goes into playing NFL football, and you make it flag football, which is more maybe skill-based when you take out, like I said, a lot of layers of the game. Could Logan Paul compete in flag football from what you've seen, you think? Is it going to be a different game? Are we going to be shocked at who's good at it?
No, I think that Logan is a great athlete. I think he's going to look good on the football field, but so will a lot of people when you don't get hit. Right?
Yep.
That's why I don't pay attention too much. Like, when the OTAs start in football and minicamp and they run around in helmets and jerseys, everybody look good. You got your sleeves rolled up and oil on your biceps. Your guys are running around there fast. And then you put the pads on and then those strong guys go away.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I think Logan's going to do. He's going to look great. I'm sure he is an athlete. He's going to have some fun out there, but he would never dare step on a football field, not if he value his life.
studio, Covino and Rich. And are you into video games? We grew up on them, right?
Yeah.
Well, are you into celebrities or just a good time like Rich Davis?
Good time, Dickie.
The Global Gaming League is a video game league with celebrity-owned teams from T-Pain to Neo, competing in everything from Call of Duty to Tetris. Sign up and join the league now at globalgamingleague.com. Sounds fun.
And professional wrestling fans, the action continues every week. TNA, Thursday Night Impact, every week. Don't miss the adrenaline, the drama, and the total nonstop action as you watch your favorite TNA wrestling stars. For showtimes and more info, visit TNAwrestling.com.
Okay, so based on the Cam Scataboo story, he didn't believe in CTE, he didn't believe in asthma, but then he apologized.
Yeah,
We're just trying to take the heat off of him because we know he's a bonehead, right? We know he probably didn't mean it in a hateful way or any sort of malicious way, but we're trying to take the heat off him with things that you don't necessarily believe in. Wrapping it up with your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. Who do we got, Danny G?
All right, let's go back to the phone. San Antonio, Jeff.
What up, Jeff?
What up, homies? Love the show.
Thanks, man. What do you not believe in, buddy?
I do believe in Rich. His mother is sucking my dick right now.
Ooh. Yikes.
To hear what he said, catch the podcast.
You know,
that was brutal.
You can keep it in for the podcast. He made a joke about doing something sexual with my mom.
I don't believe that's going to make it to air.
That's something.
I don't believe that made it to air.
Rich, that's something Luca would hear on the court.
By the way, you know what?
Yeah.
Dudes, I'm not Luca. This guy's Goga saying he's going to F my whole family.
Yeah, it's horrible.
All right, let's go. Let's have better luck, hopefully, in Las Vegas. Russell.
That throws all off.
Yes.
What up, Vegas?
Yo, Vegas, you want my mom
How's
too?
it going? How's it going?
What's
How's
up,
it
bud?
going?
I owe you guys a steak dinner. I missed you guys the last time you were in Vegas, and I want to pay up my bet. First thing I don't like is the asthma thing. It is a real disease. I have it.
Yeah,
Of
myself.
course.
As a former professional athlete, as a hockey player, I got to deal with it every day. But the insurance companies, they want to shove all these medicines up, you know where.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So go ahead and see if we can go ahead and use your insurance costs and all that kind of stuff. Secondly, with the flag football thing, I love that, and maybe there's a way you guys can pitch it to at the Pro Bowl. Make sure like a little mini tournament.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
They've been doing flag
Yeah, but
football, but
it's
I mean,
better than what we've been seeing.
maybe bringing the team like
some
USA
serious
or
competition, to
That's
give
not a
them
bad idea.
some props.
All right, let's go to Virginia. Brian.
Yo, what's
Hey,
up, Brian?
Hey, what's going on, fellas, man?
What's up?
Loving the show right now. That first comment was a little strange.
Yo, man, right? What the hell?
Yeah. So I got three quick ones here for you, man. Number one, I do not believe in rounding up at Goodwill. Everything I just bought from you at a thrift store is your profit. And you're going to ask me, do I want to round it up to the next $4 or whatever? No, I'm not rounding it up because I just gave you 100% profit anyway. So, no.
That's a good
The
one.
second thing I don't believe is the moon landing. That crock of garbage right there, that's some bull. Because ain't nobody up there. How you get closer to the stars, but you can't see them in the background, number one. And then number two, when you kick the sand up in the air for zero gravity, how the sand fall right back down. I got 100 arguments for that.
No, what's that? It's a movie studio, bro.
Somebody said, how'd they get the big car in the rocket?
You know, there's so many.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in the Hollywood basement. I got Chili Peppers on the mind after that documentary came out this weekend.
One more, Danny. Who we got?
Let's wrap with Nick in Illinois.
Nick, what's up, man?
What up, Nick?
Hey, fellas. Thanks for taking the call. I got three quick ones for you. Calories, they're complete BS, totally made up. Suntan lotion, I'm not buying it. And dogs with blue eyes, I just don't believe that they can be good dogs. That's all I got.
By the way,
Thank you.
great call. But we're getting some sort of emergency alert as we speak. A silver alert? What is that?
Yeah, everybody has to silence their alerts on their phones.
Has been activated at California Highway Patrol on behalf of LAPD.
Okay.
There's somebody missing. So anyway,
Okay.
sorry for the interruption, but
Well, that's
I don't
pretty
want
effective,
I think
huh?
that's for like when an elderly person
Yeah.
goes missing, the silver alert.
Exactly.
Right?
I just didn't want it to take. Well, I hope they find him. But I didn't want to take away from the great phone call we had too. So thank you. All right, now
Can I give you two quick things as we go to Dan Byer? I don't
Sure,
believe in?
sure.
And I'll just leave it. I'll just say it. I don't believe anyone truly likes boba tea. I don't think
Okay.
anyone could really like it. and I don't think anyone could eat cottage cheese and be like, this is delicious.
Oh, stop. That's an acquired taste, but I love cottage cheese.
Do you believe in a thing called love?
Can I also say I don't believe, Rich, that your Syracuse Orange are going to beat UConn today. It's 42-8.
I don't think
Look at
so
that.
either. But
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But I would take $5 over Syracuse winning.
I'd take some cottage cheese right now.
Well, continue this discussion at Covino and Rich on social media, at Fox Sports Radio. And before we play Last One Standing, we got to get an update from the great Dan Byer.
DB, how are you, buddy?
It was great until Sam tried to do my job, telling you what the score was.
I know.
This guy.
Want to do the other ones? Go ahead, Sam.
This
go right ahead.
Show related.
And
Yeah,
while you're at it, Dan, Kentucky's up.
Just
I didn't ruin that one.
No, he did. No, he didn't. But I was gonna let Rich know his alma mater was
Getting smoked.
Yeah, getting smoked. But if you want to do the Iowa score today?
Yeah, they lost in double OT.
No, give the report. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Dan. Time's ticking.
Yes. Let's hear it, Mr. Update Guy.
I don't remember the final score, but they lost in double OT to Virginia.
Yes.
As a huge favorite.
Oh man, this guy today. Seriously, he's
I
on
need a
one.
nap.
This is what's going on. It's 45-8 now. UConn's up on Syracuse in the women's tournament. Finals from earlier, 10th seed Virginia in Regional 4 beat number 2 Iowa 83-75 in double overtime. In Regional 1, 6th seed Notre Dame was 10 better than 3rd seed Ohio State 83-73. Regional 3 saw 3rd seed Louisville top number 6 Alabama 69-68. Men's college basketball news, a lot of coaching moves. First, Randy Bennett is leaving St. Mary's after 25 seasons. He's been announced as the new men's basketball coach at Arizona State. Utah State's Jared Calhoun is leaving to be the new men's basketball coach at Cincinnati. Cincinnati fired Wes Miller. He's landed on his feet. He's the new head coach at Charlotte. And Creighton men's basketball coach Greg McDermott is retiring after 16 seasons. He will coach the team through the postseason tournament as they play in the Crown tournament. McDermott will be succeeded by assistant Alan Huss, who will take over as the program's new head coach. Seattle Seahawks made wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. Sides have agreed to terms on a 4-year deal worth $168.6 million, $120 million guaranteed. JSN's average annual salary, more than $42.1 million. Highest in the NFL. Travis Kelce back with the Chiefs on a new 3-year deal worth more than $54.7 million. Braves pitcher Spencer Strider to start the season on the injured list with a strained oblique. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Dan Byer.
Dan Byer. Hey, listen, coming up next, we're going to play Last One Standing, which I can't wait for. So let's get involved. 877-99 on Fox if you want to be our contestant. But we got to let you know that every sports season is built on preparation, studying the trends, and making the necessary adjustments to reach your ultimate goal.
Investing deserves the same approach. With Webull, you have access to real-time market data, advanced tools, and an intuitive app designed to help you make informed decisions.
Whether you're actively trading stocks, options, ETFs, and more, or planning for the long term with IRAs, cash management, custodial funds, you can do it all at Webull. They give you the tools to invest your way all on one platform.
Looking to take your preparation to the next level? Check out Webull's Learn resources and join their in-app community. Feed to discuss investing trends and happenings alongside 25 million users globally.
And now help streamline your trading activities and elevate your strategy by trying Vega, Webull's personal market AI assistant. They can give real-time analysis, watch list insights, and alert you when earnings drop.
So get your financial portfolio game ready by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
They're on the same wavelength right now.
Here we
Round
go.
one. Let's start with celebrities.
Okay.
Who would you rather get a big, tight hug from?
Ooh.
Kate Upton?
Ooh.
Sydney Sweeney?
Ooh.
Or Dolly Parton?
Oh.
Okay.
Not a side hug, obviously. Kate Upton, Sydney Sweeney, or Dolly? All right, we're all writing our answers down.
Locked in, bro.
Okay, Adam, on the count of 3, we need your answer. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm pretty sure on this. Sydney Sweeney.
All right, he says Sweeney. We start with Steve Covino.
I said Sweeney for the Winnie.
All right, Rich Davis.
Sydney Sweeney.
All right. Dan Byer.
Since my wife's not an option, I decided to be a team player and try to guess who our contestant wanted. So I said Sydney Sweeney.
All
right.
All right.
You need one more.
Right,
Shay. Yeah, Shay is sitting in for Spot. What'd you say?
I went Kate Upton, the OG. The OG.
Boy.
A grandma hug.
This is going to come down to Sam. I said Dolly for the story. That's like Smoking with Willie.
I think it is like Smoking with Willie. Come on, Iowa Sam, don't be a contrarian.
Sam.
All right, well,
Sam.
listen, as much like Dolly Parton's a legend, but I went with Sydney Sweeney.
Gets the point.
Let's go.
There you
Gets
go.
the
All right.
round.
1 point for you, buddy boy.
All right, Adam, you're halfway to a CNR prize
Halfway
package.
there, living on a prayer. Let's go.
All right, round 2. Let's combine movies and sports. Which of these 3 great football movies is the most inspirational? Rudy, The Blind Side, or Friday Night Lights?
Any other brain busters?
Rudy, The Blind Side, or Friday Night Lights? 1, 2, 3.
It has to be Rudy.
He says Rudy. Iowa Samuel, we start with you.
This might be a little bit of my personal bias coming through here, but I said Friday Night Lights. Because that's one of my favorite sports movies of all time.
All
Rudy's
right.
good too.
You get a point from me. I said Rudy. Rudy. All right, Shay, what say you?
You get a point from me, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
I got it right.
Let's do
I got it right.
No.
All right, Dan Byer.
Adam's from Indiana. Of course he's going to say Rudy.
There you go.
Yes.
I'll be honest, my number one answer was not one of the choices. I feel like Remember the Titans is
That was a runaway.
You think it was a runaway,
Yeah.
which is why the answer is Rudy. And
And I'll continue. Rudy. All right.
He's already won.
Yeah,
We've never had anybody sweep the board on this game before.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Oh, nice.
Let's keep playing
Round
for fun.
3, we will throw extra prizes into your prize pack. You are forced to live on nothing but cereal for a whole month. And you can only choose one of these 3.
Okay.
Grape Nuts, Sugar Smacks, or Kicks.
Okay, so you're picking all the weakest ones. We
Yeah.
got to pick the
Yeah.
best of the weakest ones.
Do they make Sugar Smacks anymore?
They're called Honey Smacks.
That was
now,
like
right?
What are the options?
way back in the day.
Yeah.
Sugar Snaps?
Sugar Smacks. Like honey smacks, I guess you could
What are
call
the other
it.
2?
Grape Nuts or Kicks. Adam in Indiana on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'll say Kicks.
He says Kicks. Steve
And
Covino, what say you?
I say Kicks. Grape Nuts. So I can crack my teeth.
Isn't it with an X?
It is with an X. Kicks are good.
Kicks is with an X.
Well,
I like Kicks.
Rich.
The CKS.
Rich, what did you say?
Like when they vote someone off on Traders and they spell
Yes.
their name
There
wrong. I mean, I look like the guy with my backwards hat. You know the little frog mascot for Honey Smacks.
You mean, I'm sorry, Dig'em Frog?
Oh, Sugar Smacks.
You know Dig'em Frog, but you don't choose Honey Smacks then?
There were Sugar Smacks, wasn't it?
Rich,
Sugar
those
Smacks,
taste like
honey.
those
Same
taste
thing.
like garbage,
Yeah,
I think you think of
nice.
honeycombs.
Ass puffs.
Rich. Yeah.
That's what I call them in my house.
All right, Dan Byer.
For a month, at some point, you'd need some nutritional value. So I went with Grape Nuts.
Oh, there you go. I mean, for a month, you're right.
Grape nuts there's no grapes in them or nuts, I don't think. They're awful. Grape nuts
They're
are terrible.
Grape
like gravel.
nuts and bolts is what they are.
Shay.
Believe in science.
Well, some stuff.
Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. The worldwide leaders of nonsense. It's good to be back from vacation. Big thanks again to Dan Byer and Monty and everybody who filled
Aaron
in while
Torres,
we were
right?
gone. Aaron Torres, yeah. And thank you guys for bearing with us.
I'm going to tell Aaron
we
you
missed
left him
you.
out. Hey, listen, we are live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and have you ever wiped? Oh, can I tell you? Not to get personal, but I was at the resort in the Dominican Republic. They had single-ply toilet paper. It was the first time I saw single-ply, and I was like, the dude wipe commercial. I couldn't escape you guys. Yeah, you got to switch. Life-changing switches from
Is that
toilet
why they
paper.
call you Dirty Finger Davis?
Dude Wipes, because wetter just cleans better. Available at Amazon and major retailers. Dude Wipes, best clean pants down.
And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, where tire buying should be. And now it's time to play the game.
Last one standing.
Let's go.
You have 5 seconds to battle for your sports trivia life.
Man, I don't got it.
Put your electronic devices down and pick your sports knowledge. It's CNR's last one standing.
Last one standing.
All right, I have 4 categories ready to go if needed a tiebreaker. Each contestant gets 5 seconds to stay alive in the round. If you run out of time or answer incorrectly, Iowa Sam takes you out with his big bad buzzer. We keep battling until you are the last one standing. If you win 2 of the rounds, you are the top dog. Here are the contestants. 13-time winner Steve Covino right over there.
Oh, I actually hurt my shoulder fist pumping to this jam right here.
Next to him, 19-time winner Rich Davis.
Today's 20. Let's go.
And 40-time winner Dan Byer.
Hello.
Going to the studio lines to see who's going to play for a CNR prize pack right now. John, south of Milwaukee in Wisconsin, was the first through.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
What up, Johnny?
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey,
How's
man.
it going today?
We're good, man. Ready to play this or what?
Let's rock. Let's
All right, let's
go.
go.
All right, perfect. And in for Spot is Shay as our fill-in fact checker.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Yeah,
let's do
so
this.
be patient with him as he checks answers. When I say your name, the clock is going to start. Here's the first category, March Sugar. You have 5 seconds to name one of the college basketball teams who has made it to the Sweet 16 in this year's tournament.
Duke University.
So obviously 16 answers on the board. Covino starts right now. Go.
Duke.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Number 1.
All right, Rich.
St. John's, the Johnnies.
Yep. Number 5.
Byer.
Michigan State.
Yep. Number 3.
John.
I haven't been watching it, but I'll say Florida.
No, they lost. They were
Yep, they
upset.
lost. They're out.
Oh, they did lose.
Yes.
To
Okay.
Iowa. Whoops.
All right, back to Cove.
Well, yeah, Iowa.
Take it.
Number 9. I know it. They upset them.
Yep.
Iowa.
Number
All right.
9. You
Rich.
said it.
Texas.
Texas is 11.
Byer.
UConn.
UConn. Yep. Number 2.
Back to Cove.
Virginia.
Virginia is on here. Oh, wait.
No, they're
No,
not.
it's not. No,
No.
it's not. No, it's not.
Just do it
They just- yeah, they just-
Sorry, I was doing the backstroke and Pismo.
Rich.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Byer.
Arkansas.
Arkansas is on here. Number 4.
Rich.
Illinois.
Illinois is on here. Number 3.
Byer.
Purdue.
Purdue is on here. Number
Yep.
2.
Rich. 3,
Michigan State.
2.
Michigan State's been said already, hasn't it?
Oh.
I think Dan said it.
Yep.
Then.
Byer gets that round.
Making it look easy.
All right, some of the schools that got left out there, Shay.
Michigan. Number 1.
You couldn't just took off my state. You can.
No.
You went too quick, man. You went too quick. Houston. Number 2.
Okay.
Alabama. Number 4.
Ooh.
Bama.
4 seed. Yes.
Yeah, 4 seed.
In the
4 seed.
Midwest region.
Yes.
All right.
All right, let's go to the second category, SWAT team.
Oh.
You have 5 seconds to name an NBA player who's an all-time leader in blocks. All-time leader in blocks. We'll take the top 25. 3 are active players, by the way. All right, and we're going to go in reverse order. John, that means you're up first, starting right now. Go.
Mutombo.
Yep.
Dumbo, yes. Byer.
Rank number 2.
Kareem.
Kareem.
Gotta be on
Yep.
that list. Yep. Rich.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yep.
Boom. Covino.
Number 1.
LeBron James.
LeBron.
I mean, not known for his defense, but I'm thinking
It's not a
longevity.
bad guess.
It's not a bad guess, but he's not.
Not
No.
top 25.
He's not
Man,
on
I
here.
was going active and
Yeah.
played for years.
John.
How about Dennis Rodman?
He's not on here.
Ah, sorry. All right, Byer.
Oh,
Rebound guy.
Patrick Ewing.
Nope.
I'm the smartest man
Oh wait, yeah,
alive.
he is. He is. He is. He is. He is.
Hey, that's-
Seven.
Were you talking trash? Was that?
Yeah.
Is
We got a
that
battle.
what it was?
All right, back to Rich.
Mr. 19.
Son of a biscuit. Tim Duncan.
Yep. Number 5.
Back to Byer.
What about David Robinson?
Son of a gun.
David Robinson's on here. Number 6. Good guess.
All right, Rich.
You said 3 current players, right?
Yes. One just made it into the top 25.
Geez, big guys.
3, 2.
Joel Embiid?
No.
Is that your guess?
Wemby? I don't know. I'm out.
No, it was Rudy Gobert who just cracked the top 25.
That makes sense, yeah.
All right, so, is that
DB wins.
Game over.
Clean sweeps, game over. That's his
Game
41st
over.
victory.
Dude,
Thank you very much.
You were like Team USA playing flag football. Total domination.
Some of the
I don't
names.
know. Rich's arrogance there just kind of got to me a little bit. Like I thought this was all fun and games.
Yeah, well, that's his favorite cologne.
What
A lot
about
of people
Dwight
know
Howard?
that.
Was he on the list?
Dwight
Dwight Howard is on the list with 2,228 blocks. He was number 13.
Some of the other names we know there.
So, yeah, number 1, Hakeem Olajuwon had 3,830 blocks, so he's number 1. Dikembe had 3,289, and he was number 2. We had Patrick Ewing with 2,894, and Pau Gasol was actually on there at number 22.
Well, who were the other two active guys?
So the other two active guys, so Rudy Gobert is on there, who just recently came in. And then, let me look.
While
Anthony Davis is the second one.
Relative. I mean,
Yeah.
kind
And
of
Brooke
active.
Lopez is the third.
Brooke Lopez.
I just want to say, during one of the commercial breaks, I came into the studio. All Sam wanted to talk about was Iowa and Penn State wrestling. Big Mike came in to say whatever Big Mike says. And I asked Rich about his vacation.
It was very nice, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes later, he's talking trash and, last man standing. Right?
It's the gamesmanship,
it's
DB.
like, what is this?
It's the gamesmanship.
Yeah. Well, we live by a code, DB. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And
You're the man, so
Yeah.
congratulations,
And
buddy.
John in Wisconsin, thank you for listening and playing the game today.
Thank you, buddy.
Wait, did you make that up?
I did.
And
You like
not
that?
Ric Flair. You
No.
did? Oh,
By the
okay.
way, I came up with this too. Woo! What do you think? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you,
Covino,
thank you.
genius.
Woo! All right.
Based on that last conversation, I started thinking about more things a la Cam Scataboo where I just don't believe.
Oh, I don't believe. Rich came back one day. He goes, guess what happened? And we're like, what? He goes, I was walking down the street and these two girls flashed me. And I totally think he made it up.
To this day, he doesn't believe
Till
me.
this day, he made up the story.
I didn't.
He was trying to win over like a crowd and be funny. I'm like, you made that up.
I didn't make
you
it
made
up.
up the whole thing. And everyone's like, yo, man, Rich, you're the coolest. You're the coolest.
These
It
girls,
never happened.
These
What
girls
were the
in
cup sizes,
the
Rich?
girls were in a Jeep convertible. They're about to go to the beach, and they were all beached out. And they go, "Hey, you!" And I turn around, and they go, "Whew," and they flash me.
Rich never saw him.
He doesn't believe it.
Never saw
The tree
him.
falls in the
He
forest.
did it to be the party pleaser, bro. I'm telling you, I saw it in his face.
Were they
He was-
blondes or brunettes?
He
Rich?
was making it up as
Yeah,
he
that's
went.
why I'm asking for details.
At this point,
he
the
walked in
story
and he was
I
like,
forget.
guys, you'll never guess what happened. And everyone was like, what? And like he just made it up as he went. I was walking down the street.
Can I give you a quick list of other things that I don't believe that other people genuinely like? I don't think people actually like cold weather. They fake it.
Yeah.
I don't think
believe that
I don't
either.
think anyone actually, even when you're at a bar, people are like, give me some alcohol. I think a heavy pour on a cocktail never tastes good.
Yeah, okay.
Some
people want it, though. I don't know.
I think does anyone really like camping?
Oh, stop.
There are plenty of
would you-
people
I-
who like
I would have to
camping.
say- wouldn't rather-
my
who wouldn't-
girlfriend's dad lives it.
Who wouldn't rather be in a nice hotel? I think you're lying.
Are you
Why
a
would you want to be?
glamper? Are
what
you
do
a
want?
glamper?
I am a glamper.
Go to Yosemite, man.
And
Let yourself free.
I don't believe anyone genuinely enjoys running more than
that's probably true.
like a mile. Like when someone's like, "I'm doing another 5K," I'm like, "What issues you got? You got some issues going
Do
on?"
people really like mumble rap? I don't believe that.
But well,
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I think they
So,
like some of the beats and the hooks, but yeah.
If you want to add to the I don't believe it Cam Scataboo discussion, hit us at Covino Rich at Fox
if
Sports
you're at a
Radio.
restaurant, if someone goes, "I'll have the sparkling water," I think they're just doing it to be fancy. No one really wants it. Like, you can't? You're too good for tap water.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
have
know.
sparkling water. All right,
What are
show
your
off.
thoughts? What are your thoughts? Now, we play more games tomorrow. It's good to be back. We're going to play some Shaq Fu, Shaq Diesel trivia, give away more prizes
All right.
tomorrow.
Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Later to you.